sir. So with this, I would like to welcome once again all the people joining this particular event. It's very important. And first of all, let me introduce myself. My name is Dr. Mamta Chawla. Presently, I'm working as an associate professor with Amity University. And being part of this SDG club is my privilege. And it's all the credit goes to Vijay sir. Vijay Kumar Salve sir is the whole like the force behind this club and the events. I would request sir to please take over the session first and welcome the like all the participants, all the eminent speakers, please Vijay sir. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you very much. So good evening, good afternoon, and good morning to all of you. With respect to international standards, I welcome all of you as whatever the time may be there. जैसा भी आपके वहाँ टाइम है, मैं आप सबको नमस्कार करता हूँ और आज काफी बहुत ही दिलचस्प विषय पे हम लोग बात करना चाह रहे हैं. We are here to be discuss about a very good and a very interesting topics with respect to the SDG Sustainable Development Goals, and also whatever the we can say we can do, and very eminent speakers and very esteemed guest has joined here, and you know that since last 25 years we are working for the SDGs, we are working for the sustainable, we are working for the startup innovations, research, and also the whatever the sustainable, and we can save to make a money and also to make a future for any person. Also with for the Atmanirbhar Bharat we are working, and also for the total United Nations organizations work we are working. And today it is we can say our it is our effort and all of the blessings of you that about 16 crores of the money we have distributed with the MP government to the fishing person, and whatever the fishing agriculture and whatever the systems or agriculture which is related to the fishing. And similarly 50 bikes we have also distributed to the different persons who are working in the fishing industries. So we have also posted that photographs in the SDG club and also the great personality group. So whatever we are doing, because of the 2 years last दो साल में कोरोना के कारण कुछ चीजें दिख नहीं रही थी, लेकिन अगर आप हमारे फेसबुक प्रोफाइल पे जाएंगे तो you will see that from last to last years, and there are so many years we are working, and all practical works it is going on. और जो भी इसके वीडियोस, फोटोग्राफ्स और जो इसके प्रूफ है वो सब हमारे फेसबुक अकाउंट्स पर है. और अभी व्हाट्सएप ग्रुप पे तो जाहिर है कि ग्रुप हमारा बना है, हमारा ऐप भी है, और जिसमें कि अबाउट 350 पीपल्स हैज जॉइंड. तो ये दर्शाता है कि everybody is now working for the SDG and everybody wants to work for the sustainable. और आज हम वापस से SDG 10, 11, 12 जो हमारे goals है, that is the consumption, production and cities and countries sustainability, and also whatever the we can say the development we can do. तो आज हमारे पास काफी अच्छे एमिनेंट स्पीकर्स हैं, एमिनेंट वर्क्स हैं. डॉक्टर श्रीकांत कल्लूकर जी जो कि हमेशा हमको गाइड करते रहे हैं, और एक बेस्ट जो है इसके मेंटर भी है, काफी इंडस्ट्रीज को सपोर्ट किया है. इसके अलावा जेसी बोस यूनिवर्सिटी से हमारे पास डॉक्टर वासुदेव मल्होत्रा जी हैं, प्रोफेसर हरदीप सिंह जी हैं जो कि पहले इंद्रप्रस्थ यूनिवर्सिटी में रहे हैं, और इसके अलावा मोस्ट एमिनेंट हमारे साथ भारत माता संगठन से मिस्टर पीडी मित्तल जी जो कि पुरुषोत्तम दास मित्तल जी हैं जो कि भारत माता अभिनव संगठन के चेयरमैन है. डॉक्टर ममता चावला जो कि खुद एमआईटी यूनिवर्सिटी में है. इसके अलावा डॉक्टर श्री विद्या फ्रॉम यूएई जो कि जिन्होंने इस एसडीजी क्लब की कमान संभाली है कि अब वो एसडीजी क्लब में कुछ जो भी कुछ करना है उनकी इट इज द ओनली द हार्ड वर्किंग एंड वी कैन से द मोटिवेशन अमंग. उनका खुद का मोटिवेशन है, शी वांट्स टू डू समथिंग. तो आज उन्होंने इसको वापस से एक लीडरशिप में आए हैं. इसके अलावा हमारे साथ और भी काफी मिस्टर रूडी और इंडोनेशिया से इंटरनेशनल स्पीकर हमारे साथ आज के speakers plus बहुत बड़ा we can say actual development. We have the industry associations, we have the about 10,000 of people's CSR activities and associations associated with all over the वर्ल्ड एंड मैं यही चाहूंगा कि आप ज्यादा से ज्यादा लोगों को हमारे ऐप से जोड़े, क्योंकि वी इन एन ऐप में क्या है कि कोई भी कुछ अपने बारे में पब्लिश कर सकता है, कुछ पेस्ट कर सकता है और अपने बारे में बता सकता है। क्योंकि हमारे व्हाट्सएप ग्रुप में लिमिटेशंस है, वहां पे हम सिर्फ उन्हीं लोगों को परमिट करते हैं जो हमारे साथ काम करते हैं, तो हम उनकी वहां पे पोस्टिंग को अलाउ करते हैं। लेकिन आप अपने बारे में अगर कुछ वहां पे पोस्टिंग करना चाहते हैं तो यू कैन डायरेक्टली पोस्ट इन दिस अवर ऐप। रिसर्च इनोवेशन स्टार्टअप यूनिवर्सिटी का कुटुंब ऐप में है। कुटुंब ऐप हमने इसलिए इस्तेमाल किया है, व्हाई? बिकॉज इट इज इंडियन, और जाहिर है कि अपने कंट्री के कुछ चीजों को हमें प्रमोट करना चाहिए, और साथ में इट इज सिक्योर ऑल्सो। और यहाँ पे कोई भी कुछ एक्टिविटी करता है, पॉजिटिव एक्टिविटी हो, तो उसके उसको सर्टिफिकेट्स होते हैं, एक मोटिवेशन मिलता है उसमें। आप सब देख ही रहे हैं, आप किसी को रेफर भी करते हैं तो आपके पॉइंट्स जुड़ते हैं, और उसके एवज में आपको ऑर्डर वगैरह मिलता है। और कुटुंब ऐप में इसके लिए अवार्ड सिस्टम भी है कि जब आप कुछ पॉइंट्स क्रॉस कर जाएंगे तो कुछ ना कुछ गिफ्ट भी मिला करेंगे। तो इस तरीके का ऐप मेरे ख्याल से बहुत कम है जो कि ये सारी की सारी सुविधाएं प्रदान करते हैं। तो आप जितने ज्यादा लोगों को उसमें जोड़ेंगे, हम लोग कई एक्टिविटीज शुरू कर सकेंगे और कर भी रहे हैं। और जाहिर है कि अब प्रैक्टिकल एक्टिविटी आपको दिखा करेगी, और आप सारे के सारे कोलैबोरेशंस, आज जितने भी व्हाट एवर द स्पीकर्स टू हियर, दे शुड कोलैबोरेट। हम चाहते हैं कि आप अपने यूनिवर्सिटी इंस्टीट्यूशंस और आपके ऑर्गेनाइजेशंस के साथ कोलैबोरेट करें, आगे की एक्टिविटी को बढ़ाएं। स्टूडेंट्स को एक अच्छा प्लेटफॉर्म मिलेगा, they will get a good platform, and also all the universities, and similarly अब तो गवर्नमेंट ने काफी कुछ रिलैक्सेबल कर दिया है कि कई सारे कोर्सेस आप चला सकते हैं स्किल डेवलपमेंट्स के लिए, एंटरप्रेन्योरशिप्स के लिए, और प्रैक्टिकल कैरियर काउंसलिंग के लिए, कैरियर के लिए। तो कोलैबोरेशंस करने में अब काफी कुछ इतनी कठिनाइयां नहीं है। तो मैं आप सबका स्वागत करता हूँ। आई वेलकम ऑल ऑफ यू एंड एंजॉय दिस प्लेटफॉर्म। इट इज अ गुड प्लेटफॉर्म, एंड it is now running by just like it all you people and we people. So if we as we know that कि जहाँ पे you and we equal to we can say hours हो जाता है, YOU plus WE is equal to OUR, तो फिर वहां पे सक्सेस हमेशा होती है। और ये हम देखते हुए आए हैं पिछले 2 साल से, जो लोग हमारे साथ ऑनलाइन जुड़े हैं वो उन्होंने देखा है कि किस तरीके से हम सब एक साथ मिलकर आगे बढ़ रहे हैं। तो थैंक यू वेरी मच। और डॉक्टर ममता चावला नाउ।
I got so excited, sir. Sir, how the we feeling, our feeling, it's so beautiful. So I guess all of the people over here, they must appreciate, even if he's speaking in Hindi, you can see the vibes, the energy, the whole idea, how Sir Vijay Kumar Salvia, sir, wants to make this world, this earth a better place. How he has conceptualized this SDG India International Club. Thanks to ma'am, Dr. Srividya Sukumar. How from UAE she is handling the whole thing. I don't want to appreciate these people. You all are the witness. You all are here just because of these 2 people. I really appreciate. I feel really delighted to be part of this particular club and having a nice time, like spending my evening. Like we all enjoy weekends. So I think this is my contribution. This is Sir's contribution towards the society, towards the earth, Mother Earth, right? How we together, all of us, I guess it's me, it's Sir Vijay sir, it's ma'am, Srividya ma'am, it's like Sir Purushottam sir is going to join us. How we are delighted to be part of this club. Club means something informal, where we enjoying being together, where we all are contributing. So with this, without taking much of the time, because I'm feeling very excited with Vijay sir's complete idea of us. Let's make this world a better place. Let's contribute. But before I call upon Purushottam Das sir, let me just highlight the 3 goals we need to concentrate. Goal number 10, 11, and 12. Goal number 10 talks about how we need to reduce inequalities. Let's have the speaker speak more about it. Then what about the climate conditions? So it's worldwide. It's not for India. 2030, we need to act actually achieve those goals. So how India is progressing, how the country specific the people are coming from, the experts are coming. So Dr. Hadeep is there, then Dr. Like Vasudev Malhotra ji is there, then Shrikant sir is also there. How everyone is going to really highlight that how we are going to contribute. Next is our 12th number goal, life below water. So I think the fishery thing, sir can highlight how we got it through. Sir was highlighting in the WhatsApp group, and I really appreciate how we got so many sanctions because of Vijay sir's efforts. So without taking much it further, I would like Vasudev sir, welcome sir.
Thank you, madam. Thanks to Vijayji for giving this platform here, and thanks to all the dignitaries who are present in this platform. I will tell about give the presentation or some slides on the sustainability development. Initially.
No, you have been made the co-host, so you can continue the session. Thank you.
Now go ahead. It is clear. Go ahead.
It's clear. Okay. Again, thanks to Vijayji for providing me this platform here, and all the dignitaries. So the adoption of the circular economy. I am Professor Vasudev Malhotra and Chairman of Entrepreneurship Cell and the Chairman of Skill and Development Cell in the J.C. Bose University of Science and Technology, Faridabad, that is State Government University, Haryana. Now, what is sustainability? The sustainability development is development that meets the needs of the present without compromising the ability of future generations to meet their own needs. This concept suggests that in addition to its economic performance, a company must also account for and the focus on its environmental and the social performance to be truly sustainable. Sustainability is the interaction of the three concepts. The concepts were environmental and economic and the social. Social related to the peoples, and the economic related to the profit, and the environmental related to the planets. What is sustainable manufacturing? The sustainable manufacturing focuses on both how the product is made as well as the product attributes. This includes the inputs that manufacturing processes and the products redesign. Sustainable manufacturing includes things such as making products using less energy and the materials, producing less waste and using fewer hazardous material, as well as the products that have greener attributes such as recyclability or lower energy uses. The sustainable manufacturing practices can range from very simple processes improvement to large investments in the new technologies and the product redesign. So what does the sustainable manufacturing means in practice? These are the different products. In this way, it will be carried out. The sustainability is a journey, not a destination. Remember that there is no such things as a company with no environmental impact. There is no sustainability destinations. Your goal should be continuous improvement, making constant advantage in your company overall sustainability performance. How to implement sustainable manufacturing? There are the 5 factors: housekeeping, improvements in work practices and the maintenance, process optimization, making adjustment to processes to increase the efficiency, raw material substitutions, shifting to more environmentally sound inputs, new technologies enable lower resource consumptions and the waste generations emissions. And next is the design, minimize impacts throughout the product life cycle. Means this cycle sustainable with the moves from generally easier to more difficult. First factor is that housekeeping. Housekeeping is the simplest method of implementing sustainable manufacturing practices. Housekeeping can be as simple as better inventory management, better monitoring and scheduling of the production processes, reduces loss from the leaks, supplies, and the blackouts, making sure equipment is maintained properly. It can also involve training your employees about the sustainable manufacturing. Next is process optimization. The process optimization involves changing your manufacturing process to minimize waste, conserve raw materials, and capture and reuse waste materials. There may be of simple things you can do the change your production processes to become the more sustainable. Maybe of you can collect metal shaving for recycling, change the steps in the painting processes to use the less paint or rearrange your machines to minimize the moment. Next part, raw material substitution. This is also a main important point. Although it is the challenging, you may be able to find ways to substitute greener materials for the hazardous materials, chemicals with high environmental or the health effects, materials that are non-renewable or those that are scarce. You may also be able to find ways to eliminate materials that are used during your production process but do not remain in the final product. For example, use water-based solvents rather than the chemical solvents. If the materials you are eliminating are considered hazardous, that can help you avoid regulatory costs associated with the shortage and the disposal of the materials. The new technologies, utilizing new technologies involves incorporating more environmentally responsible technologies and the equipment into your production processes. This can involve capital investment to purchase equipment that uses less energy or materials or the alternate energy production. For example, you might invest in your more energy efficient production equipment system that reuse heat and energy or more advanced water treatment systems. New product design. Design your product to be a greener from the ground up. This concept touches on all the previous sustainable manufacturing concepts. It can even include redesign involving rethinking how your product is used and may be involved. Using recycled materials instead of new ones, using renewable materials, designing for easy disassembly for recycling or for remanufacturing, using less packaging and more recycled or recycled packaging. Green product design can have the same benefits as other aspects of the sustainable manufacturing, include improved resource efficiency. Working towards sustainability, some points are there that are very important. Take no more than we need. Try not to harm life, air, water, and the soil. Help maintain Earth's capacity for self-repair. Do not use potentially renewable resources faster than they are replenished. Do not waste resources. Do not release pollutants faster than the Earth's natural processes can dilute or degrade them. Slow the rate of production growth, population growth, reduce poverty, and it is also I have linked with the circular economy. A circular economy is an economic system aimed at the minimizing waste and the making the most of the resources. The regenerative approach is in contrast to the traditional linear economy, which has a take, make, dispose model of production. In circular systems, the resources, inputs, and the waste emissions and the energy leakage are minimized by slowing, closing, and the narrowing energy and the material loops. This can be achieved through long-lasting design, maintenance, repair, reuse, remanufacturing, recycling, and re-upcycling. Proponents of the circular economy suggest that a sustainable world does not mean a drop in the quality of the life for consumers and can be achieved without loss of revenue or extra cost for the manufacturers. This argument is that the circular business models can be as profitable as linear models.
Yes, sir. Perfect, sir.
Circular economy, this is raw materials, design, production, remanufacturing, distribution, consumptions, use, reuse, repair, collection, and the recycling. And after that, it will be moved to the residual waste. From waste to resources, linear economy, chain economy, and the circular economy. This is the main important points: resources, production, consumption, and the waste. This is the matter, not idea. Close the loop. The 5 pillars of the circular economy: redesign, rethink, recover, recycle, reuse. Thanks a lot. Thanks, madam. Thanks, Vijay sir, for giving me this opportunity. Thanks a lot.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much, Vasudev sir. Thanks a lot, sir, for sharing in a brief. Last slide was very beautiful. How we can talk about circular economy and how we can talk about sustainable manufacturing. So now I would request Vita sir. Thank you so much. So nice of you. You were here only. So thank you so much. Please over to you, sir. I'll not take further.
Before that, I would like to ask something with Dr. Vasudev. Sir, your contents is very good, and your slides is also containing your mechanical thoughts, your mechanical knowledge. Whatever the economy, circular economy, you can present in terms of mechanical. So it shows. सर इंजीनियर, और सही बात है कि इंजीनियर की जो भी एक आर्ट रहती है, वो मतलब किसी कोई भी आर्ट रहता है, वो उस आर्ट के रूप में उसको प्रस्तुत कर देता है।
भारत माता अभिनंदन संगठन के केंद्रीय कार्यालय भिवानी हरियाणा से आज के प्रोग्राम में उपस्थित सभी मान और सम्मान के योग्य सभी अतिथियों का मैं हार्दिक अभिनंदन और स्वागत करता हूं। डीएससी क्लब इंडिया इंटरनेशनल के तत्वाधान में आयोजित आज का यह कार्यक्रम वास्तव में बहुत अद्भुत है और अनोखा है। और आप और हम सब जानते हैं कि पूरे यूनिवर्स के अंदर, पूरे संसार के अंदर विभिन्न पुरुषों ने अपने अपने देश को आगे बढ़ाने के लिए समय समय पर मूवमेंट चलाए हैं, और सक्सेसफुल जो मूवमेंट चलाए हैं, हमारे स्वामी विवेकानंद जी ने भी कहा है कि किसी भी एक मूवमेंट को सक्सेसफुल, एक बढ़िया अच्छे गोल वाले मूवमेंट को चलाने के लिए पूरे देश के अंदर सिर्फ 15 या 20 आदमियों की जरूरत होती है। और मुझे बड़ा गर्व है कि आज जो एक मूवमेंट जो चलाया गया है, और इस मूवमेंट के अंदर डॉक्टर विजय कुमार साल्वे जी वास्तव में एक बहुत बड़े व्यक्तित्व हैं जिन्होंने कितना अच्छा मूवमेंट चलाया है। लगभग 1 साल से वो लगातार कार्यक्रम कर रहे हैं, और जो उन्होंने आज जो टॉपिक दिया इनइक्वालिटीज, मैं समझता हूं कि इनइक्वालिटी जो है ये डिक्शनरी का एक बड़ा महत्वपूर्ण शब्द है, जो अपने आप में बहुत कुछ संजोए हुए है। और इनइक्वालिटीज आप और हम सब जानते हैं, इनइक्वालिटी इज द रूट ऑफ सोशल इविल। सामाजिक बुराइयों के एक जड़ है इनइक्वालिटी, और इसको दूर करने के लिए जो बीड़ा डॉक्टर विजय कुमार साल्वी जी के सानिध्य में आपने और हम सब ने मिलकर उठाया है, बहुत बहुत बधाई की पात्र हैं आप सब लोग। और हम ये भी जानते हैं कि ह्यूमन राइट्स are not only violated by terrorism, but they also by unfair economic structures. जिस भी देश के अंदर इकोनॉमिक स्ट्रक्चर में ऊपर नीचे भेदभाव होगा, वो देश कभी भी उन्नति नहीं कर सकता। इसी इकोनॉमिक स्ट्रक्चर को पूरा करने के लिए, इस इकोनॉमिक बैकग्राउंड जो है, ऊंच नीच के भेदभाव को खत्म करने के लिए हमारे डॉक्टर विजय कुमार साल्वी जी ने, आदरणीय प्रोफेसर ममता चावला जी ने, डॉक्टर श्री विद्या सुकुमार जी ने, और अनेक आप जैसे लोगों ने अभियान जो चलाया है, निश्चित रूप से इस अभियान के अंदर हमें 100% सफलता मिलेगी। और जब भारत देश की जो ये इकोनॉमिक स्ट्रक्चर के ऊपर जो बहुत बड़ा एक गैप है, जब ये खत्म हो जाएगा, तो निश्चित रूप से जिस प्रकार भारत पहले भी पूरे वर्ल्ड का सिरमौर था, एक बार फिर सिरमौर बनेगा। और गोल्डन, जो कहते हैं कि भारत सोने की चिड़िया कहलाता था, तो ये सोने की चिड़िया भारत को बनाने के लिए एक बढ़ता हुआ एक कदम है, एक स्टेप है, जो आप सब लोगों ने बढ़ाया है, उठाया है। और हम सभी जानते हैं कि जो सोशल जो डिफरेंसेस है, उसको वास्तव में बहुत ज्यादा स्तर पर इस देश के अंदर महसूस किया जाता है। इवन दो मैं आज भी आपको बताना चाहता हूं कि इकोनॉमिक ग्राउंड के ऊपर हम लोग बहुत स्ट्रांग नहीं है, और हम जो जिस भिवानी शहर से हम बिलोंग करते हैं, हरियाणा में, आज भी डोमिनेंट फैक्टर है जो धनाढ़ लोग हैं, उनका अपना एक समूह होता है और वो अपने हिसाब किताब से ही एक दिशा निर्धारण करना चाहते हैं, जिसके कारण समाज के हर एक व्यक्ति का उत्थान नहीं हो पाता। तो बड़ा अच्छा प्रयास है, और ये सोशल इनइक्वालिटीज को दूर करने के लिए जो एसडी इंटरनेशनल क्लब ने एक एक्टिविटी चलाया है और 100% श्योरिटी दी है आम लोगों को, आम जनता को, कि आप लोग इस क्लब से जुड़ें। जुड़ने के बाद किसी भी तरह की आप उनको नीड है, हर तरह के जो सोशल जो एक्सपर्ट्स जो हैं, हर एक विद्या में जो निपुण है, वो उनको यहाँ पर राय देते हैं। उनको उसके साथ साथ हर एक कार्य कुशलता के गुण देने के बाद उनको अपने कार्य क्षेत्र के अंदर इतनी गारंटी देते हैं कि वो अपने अपने जो डेली की जो उनकी परिवार की हाउस नीड्स हैं, जो डेली की जो उनकी जो नीड्स हैं, उसको पूरा करने के बाद भी वो इतना ज्यादा कमा सके कि अपने समाज के लिए, अपने देश के लिए कुछ वो उनमें से कुछ भाग वो सेवा भाव में लगा सके। तो ये सारा का सारा कार्यक्रम जो है एसडीजी इंटरनेशनल क्लब, और सबसे बड़ी बात यह है कि डॉक्टर साहब ने एक नाम और रखा, हैप्पीनेस क्लब। क्या है कि जब आदमी की प्रोस्पेरिटी होती है और धन से वो एनरिच हो जाता है, तो निश्चित रूप से उसके परिवार में खुशियां आने में स्वाभाविक है। तो ये सारा का सारे कार्यक्रम तो श्रेय है डॉक्टर विजय कुमार सालवी जी को जाता है, और उसके लिए भारत माता अभिनंदन संगठन उनको हार्दिक बधाई देता है, हार्दिक शुभकामनाएं देता है, और पूरी आशा करते हैं कि हम उनके द्वारा जो चलाए गए जो अभियान हैं, उनको आज नहीं तो कल पूरा देश उनको सराहेगा और गवर्नमेंट ऑफ इंडिया भी उसको रिकॉग्निशन देगा। अब दूसरी बात, कुछ हम आप लोगों को भारत माता संगठन के बारे में बताना चाहते हैं कि भारत माता के आशीर्वाद और एवं अनुकंपा से वर्ष 2018 में 11 सितंबर के दिन को हमने देश की जनता के सम्मुख प्रस्तुत किया कि 11 सितंबर का दिन इस देश के इतिहास का सबसे बड़ा दिन है। 11 सितंबर 1893 को स्वामी विवेकानंद जी ने अमेरिका के शहर शिकागो में विश्व धर्म संसद में भाषण दिया था। तो पूरे विश्व के लोगों ने भारत देश की, भारत माता की जय जयकार की थी। इसीलिए इस दिन को भारत माता अभिनंदन दिवस के रूप में मनाया जाए। दिनों दिन इस देश के लोगों ने इस दिन को बहुत प्यार दिया है। वर्ष 2020 में भारत के महामहिम राष्ट्रपति महोदय ने भी इस दिन की सफलताओं का शुभकामना संदेश दिया। मध्य प्रदेश के राज्यपाल लगातार इस दिन की सफलताओं का संदेश दे रहे हैं। इस बार हरियाणा के मुख्यमंत्री जी ने भी पूरे हरियाणा वासियों से निवेदन किया कि आप हिंदुस्तान के कोने कोने में हर एक बच्चे को ये बताएं कि 11 सितंबर का दिन भारत माता अभिनंदन दिवस है। इस दिन भारत माता का अभिवादन करें और इस दिन को पूरे ही हर्षोल्लास के साथ मनाएं। इस वर्ष पूरे देश ने 11 सितंबर के दिन को भारत माता अभिनंदन 5वें भारत माता अभिनंदन दिवस समारोह के रूप में मनाया। 1 सितंबर से 11 सितंबर तक पूरे देश में भारत माता अभिनंदन उत्सव के तहत विभिन्न तरह के कार्यक्रम आयोजित किए गए। राष्ट्रीय अंतर्राष्ट्रीय स्तर के कवि सम्मेलन हुए। भारत माता रंग भरो चित्रकला प्रतियोगिता में लाखों विद्यार्थियों ने भाग लिया। सोशल अवेयरनेस के भी कार्यक्रम हुए। इसके साथ साथ जो पूरे भिवानी के अंदर जो कार्यक्रम किया गया 11 सितंबर के दिन, पूरा हमारे यहाँ भिवानी के अंदर भीम स्टेडियम है, इसकी कैपेसिटी लाखों लोग जिसके अंदर आ सकते हैं। तो हजारों लोगों ने, हजारों विद्यार्थियों ने 11 सितंबर 2022 को 5वां भारत माता अभिनंदन दिवस मनाया। भारत माता की भव्य रथ यात्रा निकाली गई और उस रथ यात्रा के बाद भारत माता ने हेलीकॉप्टर में बैठकर पूरे भिवानी शहर में और आसपास के गांवों के अंदर पुष्प वर्षा की और सभी देशवासियों को आशीर्वाद दिया। साथ साथ एक प्रकार से यह अभिनंदन जो दिवस है, यह पूरे देश के अंदर एक ये आह्वान भी करता है कि हम अपनी सभ्यता और संस्कृति को, हिंदू संस्कृति को पूरे देश के अंदर जगह में फैलाएं और इसका पूर्णतः विकास करें। तो लाखों विद्यार्थियों ने, हजारों विद्यार्थियों ने भी इसमें भाग लिया और बड़ा ही भव्य रंगमंच का कार्यक्रम यहाँ पर उपस्थित हुआ, जिसके कुछ पिक्चर्स वगैरह जो है हमने आप लोगों को इस पटल पर अभी डाली भी है। कार्यक्रम के उपरांत जो देश के बड़े सेलिब्रिटीज हैं, इवन दो राष्ट्रपति कार्यालय को भी सूचित किया, और बड़ी खुशी के साथ आपको बताना चाहूंगा कि उन्होंने हमारे इस मैसेज का रिकॉग्निशन, मतलब उनका रिसीविंग जो है संगठन को प्रेषित भी कर दिया है। तो हम आपसे उम्मीद करते हैं कि आप लोग पूरे देश के अंदर एक जो अभियान चला रहे हैं, आप हर एक व्यक्ति अपने फील्ड में, कोई टीचर है, कोई वकील है, कोई किसान है, कोई सेवा भाव का कार्य करता है, तो अपने अपने क्षेत्रों के अंदर हम लोग सब लोग माँ भारती का गुणगान करते हैं, उनकी सेवा करते हैं। तो निश्चित रूप से संगठन चाहेगा इस दिन को देश के आभा मंडल में लाने में भी आप लोगों का एक अतुलनीय योगदान होना चाहिए। दूसरा, संगठन ने 2020 में 26 दिसंबर के दिन को प्रोजेक्ट किया कि बाल बलिदान दिवस के रूप में इस देश को मनाया जाए, और 2 वर्ष तक कार्यक्रम करने के बाद भारत सरकार ने 26 दिसंबर के दिन को रिकॉग्निशन दे दिया है। ये एक आप सब लोगों की उपलब्धि भी है। तीसरा जो मूवमेंट पूरे देश के अंदर भारत माता संगठन ने जो चलाया है कि हमने महसूस किया है, आज एक छोटी सी बीमारी होने के बाद भी 2,500 से 3,000 रुपए का खर्चा लगता है। तो पूरी हमारी प्लानिंग है पूरे देश के अंदर, आप जैसे समाज सेवक इस अभियान को आगे बढ़ाएं,
बहुत
और
बहुत बहुत
मेडिकल कैंपों के माध्यम से चैरिटी अस्पताल खोलें और उनके
Thank you,
माध्यम से
sir.
समाज सेवा के इस विस्तार को बढ़ाएं।
सर
तो
वेरी
बहुत बहुत
इम्प्रेसिव।
धन्यवाद आप लोगों का,
थैंक यू सो मच सर।
बहुत बहुत बधाई आप लोगों को एक बार पुनः धन्यवाद।
आपके प्रयासों के लिए हम लोग बहुत शुक्रगुजार हैं मित्र सर। आपने वेट किया एंड इट्स वेरी इंस्पायरिंग, आप किस तरह से ये काम कर रहे हैं। और जो लोग हिंदी में नहीं भी समझ पाए हैं, आई होप विद दीज पिक्चर्स यू कैन रियली अंडरस्टैंड। द डेट इज मेंशन 11 September and there are pictures which really talks about how sir have organized these events. You can see the eminent personalities, the students, and yes, very importantly, it's a Hindi letter. It's from Chief Minister of Haryana, Chandigarh. Just you all can see the date also mentioned there. It's very delightful that yes, Mittal sir is there and he's doing marvelous job. So without taking much of the time, in case Vijay sir you wants to comment, or I would request ma'am to please sum it up to thank Mittal sir for being here.
यस यस, जैसा कि अभी डॉक्टर श्री पुरुषोत्तम दास मित्तल जी बताया, सो एक्चुअली दिस 11 September is for the proud, that is for the proud which is given by the Swami Vivekananda. We have to proud of our work, our culture, and whatever we have the confidence we have for the society. So and this work is also recognized by the government of India, the president, the PM, and also the chief ministers of different states, governors of MP, governors of Haryana and Chhattisgarh also. So it is now recognized by the government, and also if you see these actually for the social work and also the recognition for the Indian prosperity, whatever the proud to be nation. And on 11 September, Swami Vivekananda has delivered the lecture in the Chicago, that is Chicago, and in front of the different peoples, foreign peoples, and he has got the honor, a good honor from all of the world. So that is the, we can say, the a day, a recognition for every person of the world. So thank you, Mr. Purushottam Mittal. And I was also like to sharing a screen of the helicopter, that how he has arranged all the abilities from the people, and to whole Haryana, there is a we can say a Pushpa Varsha, we can say flowers, how the flowers from the helicopter. So
देश के प्रधानमंत्री व देश के महामहिम राष्ट्रपति 11 सितंबर के दिन
audible
इसके रूप में घोषित करें।
ये
बात आज भिवानी में भारत माता अभिनंदन कार्यक्रम के तहत बोलते हुए कार्यक्रम के संयोजक एवं भारत माता अभिनंदन संगठन के राष्ट्रीय अध्यक्ष पीडी मित्तल ने कही। पीडी मित्तल आज भिवानी में यहाँ पर जो पहुंचे थे और भिवानी के भीम स्टेडियम में आयोजित कार्यक्रम में उन्होंने संबोधित किया। पत्रकारों से बातचीत करते हुए उन्होंने मांग की है कि भिवानी जिले में जिस प्रकार से अभिनंदन दिवस मनाया गया है, हेलीकॉप्टर द्वारा जो यहाँ पर भारत माता की जो प्रतीकात्मक जो कलाकार हैं, उन्होंने महिला कलाकारों ने जो भिवानी के जनता पर और कार्यक्रम स्थल के ऊपर लोगों के ऊपर जो हेलीकॉप्टर के द्वारा जो पुष्प वर्षा की है, उन्होंने कहा कि यह विहंगम दृश्य रहा है और ये देश के प्रधानमंत्री व देश के महामहिम राष्ट्रपति से अपील करते हैं कि 11 सितंबर के दिन को भारत माता अभिनंदन दिवस के रूप में घोषित किया जाए।
तो ये जैसे कि ये एक और देखिए
response the warm and cordial welcome which you have given to us.
दिख रहा है, सुनाई दे रहा है?
In the name of the most ancient
yes sir, all set.
Okay. In the name of the mother of all the religions,
Swami Vivekananda,
in the name of the millions and millions of Hindu people from all classes and sects. My thanks also to some of the speakers on this platform who, referring to the delegates from the Orient, have told you that these men from far nations may very claim the honor of very good different.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. That was quite informative, and we got to learn more about exactly what's happening in India. Moving ahead, thank you so much, Ji. And as Professor Dr. Vasdev Malhotra was mentioning, what is sustainability? Sustainability comes from the word being sustainable. That shows that it's the idea of becoming where the human being should sustain by meeting the basic needs while also making sure that the future generations are met to their basic needs. So moving ahead with the golden words from Purushottam Mittalji, that was very nice that he had his insights and he shared his insights about sustainable inequalities, the sustainable 10, that is reducing inequalities among the countries, that is inequality within.
We lost your voice, ma'am.
Ensuring equal opportunity to all and reducing inequalities of the outcome, including and eliminating discriminatory laws, policies and practices, and promoting appropriate legislation and policies and action in this regard. So that's what Dr. Vijay Salvia Sidji, as he rightfully mentioned, and he just shared the video with us. Well, we don't only talk, we are always in the action, and our actions are being shared with you for people like you to get to know exactly what all things have been carried out in this great club of STG Common Core Committee and also STG Committee Club, which has been happening through and through. And every week we meet here to talk about the STG development goals one by one, and then we are moving ahead. Thank you so much, Professor Vasudev Malhotra ji. Thank you so much, Mittal ji. I want to get your name right, sir. Sorry, Purushottam Mittal ji. He is the chairman of Bharat Mata Abhinandan Sangathan Service. Great to have you here, sir. That was really, really wonderful. And thanks to Dr. Vijay Kumar Salvia for sharing those brilliant videos as a proof to say that we not only talk, but we're also in the action. Thank you, Dr. Mamta. You're doing a fabulous job. You have been a wonderful host for the evening. Please carry on with the show. You can call the next speaker on board. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. You are such a vibrant speaker. I have heard you for the first time, Sri Vidyanand, and it's really impressive. It's really impressive. Yes, you are really like international level speaker and trainer, right? I don't want to really highlight and take it further. So I would like to now welcome, I could see Srikant sir is there from Mumbai, and in case it's possible, or Hardeep Singh sir is also here. So in case
Now,
they can,
whoever is there, I think we should take it up.
yeah. So I could see two names. Professor Hardeep Singh is also there, and Shrikant sir is also there. Who is comfortable to come forward? Please unmute yourself. Shrikant Kalukala sir from Mumbai. I could see.
Okay. May I start? This is Shrikant
Please.
Kallurkar.
We
Yeah,
welcome
thank you.
you, Dr. Srikant Kalurji.
Thank
And
you, ma'am.
a
Thank you.
small introduction about yourself. He is the principal of Adarva College of Engineering, expert for guiding startup innovation and PhD in technical entrepreneurship. Welcome you on board with us today, sir. It's lovely having you here. Please carry on. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, ma'am. Thank you very much. Uh, Thank you very much for the opportunity on this occasion to speak. As our first speaker mentioned about the circular economy, I thought that I will start with that regarding one of my startups, which we started in Mumbai about 4 years back. One of our students, with the help of this, the name of the company is Feel Good LLP, and we work on responsible production, that is the 7th grade of plastic. You know, plastics can be recycled. So once you use the plastic, you recycle that, and then you can convert it into either raw material and make it into different products, or can convert directly into plastic. So the 7th grade of plastic, and a kind of plastic like chocolate wrappers or the wrappers of biscuits or the chips that we eat and all these things, is very difficult to process that. So we developed a technology and got it patented globally first from Athar College of Engineering with the help of my student Sharang Ambadkar. And we heat this 7th grade of plastic, that is chocolate wrappers or all these things, to the extent, and convert that into products like tiles. So if you come to Mumbai, you will find that in Borivali area, one of the roads has got all the full footpath made of the tiles by my student. Then there are garden furnitures which can make, so we need not to cut the trees to make the garden furnitures. Also mobile holders, a simple product like mobile holder, which is sold for rupees 20, 25, 30 rupees in the lanes of Mumbai. But it is all made of this. And we try to publicize this on social media, especially on, and one of the national leaders of India, Shak Plastics, since last more than 50 years into plastic recycling, they came across the work of our student and they approached him to have a tie-up, and about 1 lakh square feet work is construction is done in central India, that is Indore. Of course, Vijay Kumar sir would be aware about this. And the recycling of plastics is being done as a matter of to support the circular economy. So this is, I mean, why I mentioned about this, because I believe in the fact that theory without practice, when we talk about theory without practice is useless. At the same time, practice without theory is directionless. So we always believe, I have a large number of startups with whom I have worked. My own students, when I was personally coordinator of Industry Development Cell in 90s, have gone to the extent of 11,000 crores business turnover per annum. And they also, one of them also manufactures e-bikes in Pune. And we are also working on a concept called From China to Pune. This is a global platform, but then after Doklam, the government of India decided that we want to reduce imports from China. So all the LED bulbs you buy it from any major suppliers like Philips or Cisco, major suppliers in India. They are manufactured by a student, Sudhir. And we try to manufacture these bulbs in India at the same price of China, but with 1-year warranty. The whole idea is that with this, we are developing circular economy, we are developing the national economy. Now, this is what a kind of responsible production we are working on. also the responsible consumption. When I was working in this field, being a production engineer, basically mechanical engineer, and then further education in industrial and products engineering. When I was working on that, I came to idea that basically it is the human mind. All the problems that we are facing today are because of the human mind. We are not able to differentiate between need and greed. And sometimes we feel that greed itself is our need. And when we start feeling greed is a need, the carbon footprints start increasing. And this is the basic global problem because of which we need to think of responsible production.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Very
Sure.
beautiful.
Try
The word
to-
I think we need to mark the word. That much I need to absorb. Yes,
you.
greed and need. So I
Right.
think
Thank
this
you,
is something, sir, you have given the mantra for circular economy. I would really appreciate Sri Vidya ma'am. Please, ma'am, I think you are the
Thank
best
you.
person to explain in like take it so that we can call other speakers also. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Sri Vidya ma'am. So I am requesting Sri Vidya ma'am to sum it up because sir has given the complete idea of the venture, the startup, good feel, and how with the 1 year warranty. Yeah, thank you, ma'am.
Yes.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you. Thank you, Mittalji. That was really, really wonderful and more insightful in learning to know more about exactly. And as you rightfully mentioned, talking doesn't serve much. Talk less, work more. That's really actually the mission and the slogan behind the whole setup and working together in process. And actions speak louder than words that you have proved yourself and your Adarva University is working towards it, and we're so very happy to know about it. And the way you're encouraging the students to come up with that and the younger generation to take lead, that's really, talking about the leadership qualities that we are trying to do and empowering students to take over the future. That's what is actually required. As you rightfully mentioned, the SDG 12, the Sustainable Development Goal of 12, encourages more sustainable consumption and the production patterns through various measures, including special policies and international agreements that you did mention during your talk, during your speech, and the management of those materials that are toxic to the environment. Beautiful, sir. That's really, really wonderful. And it's a greatest pleasure to have you with us. And really, I'm sure by 2030, with all people working together with the like-mindedness, we will be able to completely finish the per capita global food waste at the retail cost and the consumer levels and reduce food losses along the production and the supply chains, including the post-harvest losses that are involved in it. Fabulous, sir. It's really a greatest privilege to have you among us today evening. It's our pleasure. Thank you so much. Dr. Mamta, you're a wonderful host
Thank
again,
you.
and you're really stealing the show
Thank
like
you very
anything.
much.
Thank you
Thank
so
you.
much.
Yeah,
Thank
it
you,
is so
sir.
inspiring. It's so inspiring having so many like experts, Vijay sir, Sri Vidya ma'am, Kalugula sir, like they are practically doing it. It's nothing on papers. It's nothing on my research paper we are writing and we are doing. We are practicing it. I'm really proud of being member of this particular club and being a moderator for the evening. You made my day. Yes, I, along with you, being part of this club, we can make this world a better place. Thank you. So I would like now Hardeep Singh sir. I saw him, Hardeep Singh sir, professor. He's an educationalist, academician. So I would also like to now hear from him.
Dr. Shrikant, would you like to say something as a conclusion for your SDG with respect to your SDG?
Sir, thank you very much. In fact, I wanted to refer about my own research, in which, if you go to Bhagavad Gita, 18th chapter, 4th stanza, Yajna Dana Tapakarma na Tyajam Karmevatat, Yajna Danam Tapakarma Pavanani Manishinam. So I personally did an experiment research which was sponsored by All India Council of Technical Education with a research grant of 5 lakhs of rupees. And I could find that when we help others to practice this, we have a complete 8-hour session on training module based on this. And so that you understand the difference between need and greed, you develop the power of discrimination, you develop the power of commitment, power of rational thinking, ability to face the negative situation, and all these things taken together make a complete personality. And it also is useful to develop responsible consumption and production. Sometime maybe that we'll be able to speak on this research. Thank you very much, sir.
Sure, sir. We will organize a special session with you. Thank you so
Yes.
much.
Yes.
It's great privilege to have you for the evening. Thank you.
Yes.
And I think our next speaker is already ready. Dr. Hardeep Singh,
Yeah.
senior
Yes, yes.
academician and researcher.
So should I start?
Yes, sir. Welcome on
Yes.
board, and the stage is all yours.
Yes.
Thank you.
Good.
Thank you. It's a great privilege having you here, sir.
Yes. Good evening, all the eminent personalities, so learned, highly learned personalities, Dr. Vijay Kumar Salvia, Shri Khan, Dr. Vasudev, Dr. Mamta Chawla, and many more to know. So, starting today's talk, we all are aware what is sustainability. Dr. Vasudev has explained in a very nice way what is sustainability, and we all are talking about sustainability, sustainable development goals that are a collection of 17 interlinked goals that are designed to share blueprint for the peace and prosperity for the people and the planet now and in the future also. These are intended to be achieved by 2030. Global goals were adopted by United Nations in 2015 as a universal call to action to end poverty, protect the planet, and ensure that by 2030, all people will enjoy peace and prosperity that we all are looking for. We all are aware that there are 17 SDGs, 17 Sustainable Development Goals. No need to name all the goals. I will talk today about SDG 10, that is reduce inequality, and it is one of the 17 Sustainable Development Goals that I have already told, established by United Nations in 2015. The full title of SDG 10 is reduce inequality with and among countries. This goal has 10 targets to be achieved by 2030. This SDG calls for reducing inequalities in income as well as those based on age, sex, disability, race, origin, religion, or economic or other status within a country. So now coming to the point, why is it important? Why reduced inequality is important? Inequalities based on income, sex, age, and other grounds continue to persist across the world. Inequality threatens long-term social and economic development, harms poverty reduction, and destroys people's sense of fulfillment and self-worth. Now, I will name the 10 targets of SDG 10 that we have to achieve by 2030. First is reduce income inequalities, then promote universal social, economic, and political inclusion, ensure equal opportunities, and end discrimination, adopt fiscal and social policies that promote inequality, improved regulation of global financial markets and institutions, enhanced representation for developing countries in financial institutions. Seventh is responsible and well-managed migration policies, special and differential treatment for developing countries, encourage development assistance and investment in least developed countries, and reduce transaction costs for migrant remittance. Now, what are the solutions? How can we reduce this inequality that we are seeing day by day? Income equality, how can we reduce income equality? Income inequality can be reduced directly by decreasing the incomes of richest or by increasing the incomes of the poorest people. Policies focusing on the latter include increasing employment or wages and transferring income. The main thing that we are talking today, talking day by day, how can we increase the income and how can we reduce the inequality of income? That the only one way and very, you can say, successful mantra, that is introducing entrepreneurship and skill-based learning. In every classroom, we are teaching the syllabus, the students are learning the syllabus, that is too many years old. Syllabuses have not been, you can say, updated, but we need now skill-based learning, and entrepreneurship need to be, students need to be inspired, need to be motivated to become a job giver rather than job seekers. When there will be entrepreneurship, there will be startups, and you will everybody will be able to improve his income status, and the income inequality will be reduced. This is the only mantra, only way to reduce inequality of income. Then find a golden charity you can support. Any donation, big or small, can make a difference. Then raise your voice against any type of discrimination. Where the discrimination is happening, you have to raise the voice, not to stay silent. Everyone is equal regardless of their gender, race, sexual orientation, social background, and physical abilities. Then favor companies that are inclusive. Check the list of companies that are inclusive for different minorities through employment there or their products. Does everyone at your place of work have access to healthcare? Find out what your rights are to work. Fight against inequality. We have to fight against inequality and run a voting registration campaign. One of the issues contributing to the rising inequality is caused by the lack of representation of minorities and underprivileged groups in government. Then support migrants and refugees in your communities. Volunteer in a local refugee camp, gather or donate the appliance, food, clothes needed. Now, due to this time limitations, I would like to come to the conclusion. So lastly, in few words, I will say only one thing, that how can we reduce this inequality? It may be on the basis of gender, on the basis of caste, on the basis of economy, income, anything. We all are educators. So only one thing we have to work on: quality education. When there comes a quality education, education teaches everything. How to go towards research, go towards innovation, go towards entrepreneurship to become a job giver rather than a job gainer. We need to work on quality education to make people aware about every problem that we are facing, and we have to raise voice, find the solution, do something. Dr. Shrikant has told a very important thing, very wonderful mantra, that theory without practice. We have to come on the practical ground. Then one thing more, Dr. Vijay Salvia said that Hindi language. We are, you can say, we are motivating the people to this Hindi language, but we have to do a lot practical in Hindi language to uplift it up to the global level. So that we have to do such researches, such innovations, such things that will be published in Hindi, and the British people will have to learn Hindi language, to learn that thing, to learn that researches, that innovations, that you can say treatments. The medical doctors, the surgeons, they may have to read Hindi.
Thank you.
To know
Thank you.
about.
Thank you, sir. Sir, yes, we are proud of being. So as an academician, Hardeep Singh, sir, so you have mentioned that as a role of educator, what we need to do, how we need to reduce. So I would request you with them, please sum it up. It's very beautifully, Hardeep sir have highlighted the role of educator.
That's really brilliant. That's really, really brilliant, Hardeep. If I think Dr. Vijay Kumar Salvia wanted to say something.
Yes, yes. I would like to tell all the speakers that Dr. Shrikant and similarly Professor Hardeep Singh, similarly Vasudev sir, Vasudev Malhotra ji, we have the international journals also, and Professor Hardeep Singh has the experience in IEEE also. So similarly, Dr. Shrikant Kulkarni and Kallukar ji, and similarly Vasudev Malhotra ji, Professor Hardeep Singh ji, and Dr. Srividya Madam, Dr. Mamta Chawla, and similarly others audience and other experts are also here. So we can jointly start a new cell for that, where innovations or whatever the students you have, we will publish their ideas, their innovations, their creativity in international journals. And we have the 3 international journals which is only devoted for such, that is global innovation, inventions, creativity, research development, creativity, world research, talent, quality. It is the ISSN journal. So we can do jointly better for that also, whatever the ideas, so that their ideas will be, we can say, stored. That is in ISSN, whatever the ideas, if whatever they can write in terms of words, so it will be, we can say, a copyright, and nobody can store it, nobody can steal it. So that is the whatever today the patent, whatever the, we can say, in India, whatever the history we have seen, and now it is captured by the other peoples, and now again it is recome back because of the patents of the other peoples, and we are again we can say purchasing that. Our knowledge is now again we are purchasing, that is. So that is how we can do, not for the India, for other also. We are saying that whatever they have the idea, whatever they have the new, they can publish in our international journal. We can form in a body for that, and we can boost up our whatever the new generations are coming, and similarly whatever the context you may have. So all are welcome here, and they can contribute for that, and we will go for whatever the Scopus and Google Scholar, whatever the indexing jointly we can do. So it is the open platform for all of you. So I think Dr. Shrikant ji and Professor Hardeep Singh ji, if you want to continue with your creativity in a separate direction, then you can start a different programs with us, so that continuously we can go through your whatever the we can say the knowledge. You are the oceans, you are the sea, and through that oceans different channels we have to form. So we can form a different channels for you. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Dr. Vijay Kumar Salvia. That was a wonderful suggestion. I think we will launch the journal in the next meeting. We can launch this journal where we will have editors. My suggestion is that we will have students as editors who will be working with us, so that we will be able to empower the younger generation to take it forward. We can contribute definitely, and we will encourage the students to come forward and write more journals about this. So that will be really, really wonderful to have that. That's definitely a wonderful suggestion, and we all will work together. And maybe in the next meeting, the next SDG goals that we are going to discuss, like when we discuss about 13 and 14, we will have this launch done definitely of this journal.
Is it a 10 years old journal? It is registered in 2011. It was run by the NASA scientist. And now, because I am the chief editor of that journal, now say under my custody, it again comes as authority, and we can do everything whatever we can have. So we are making a new board, because there are different boards who are working on a different fields. As you know, there are 1,000 and above fields: sociology, psychology, engineering, science, mechanical engineering, civil engineering, like that. So for SDG also we can make a board for that, and SDG Club India International, because it is a weekly journal, and weekly we are publishing this journal. So there is no issue. A different issue we can maintain, different volume we can say.
And moreover, it is so good that the video and the pictures that we shared today, it can be added in that, so that we will get to know the happenings. This is what is happening in the SDG Club for this week. So we can share the pictures. We can have a report about these happenings of the event, whatever happening, and then we can just compile it as event happening, event planned. Maybe we will talk more about it, and we will come up with that. My suggestion is that, my request is that even we should encourage students to write more. So we will have students as editors who have come up, so that
First they will come. First, whatever the idea, how they are writing, let take it as a whatever they are writing, and then we will improve their writing skills with respect to the international journal. Whatever first whatever they are writing, and just publish it so that they will get motivated.
Yes, exactly. That's a good suggestion. Thank you, sir. So to sum it up with thank you very much, Dr. Vijay Kumar Salvia. So I'm going to sum it up what Dr. Hardeep Singh was sharing with us. So moving ahead, definitely he did mention about why is reducing inequality is important. As he rightfully mentioned that inequality threatens long-term social and economic development and harms poverty reduction and destroys people's sense of fulfillment and self-worth. So this in turn can breed crime, disease, and environmental degradation. It was a brilliant mention that doctor did that, and that was wonderful. And how can we reduce it? That also he gave the suggestion as income inequality can be reduced by directly decreasing the incomes of the richest and increasing the income of the poorest. Brilliant mention, sir. Once again, I mentioned decreasing the incomes of the richest and increasing the income of the poorest. That is what is the thing. And Purushottam ji did mention that there is always a place, there is always a space for man's need, but definitely not man's greed. So this is another way of telling it, definitely. So we will come up with more policies focusing on the latter, that including the increasing the employment and the wages and transferring income. So we will empower the students, we will empower the younger generation, we will empower people to take it forward. As Dr. Vijay Kumar Salvia is mentioning, this journal is a wonderful idea of coming up with sharing all the events and the happenings, and also coming up with new projects, new innovative ideas as such, and taking up to entrepreneurship that definitely Dr. Hardeep Singh was mentioning, we're making students entrepreneurs, developing student entrepreneurs into the leader. And that is really going to help us through. My suggestion is reducing inequality through education. Some small feedbacks and some small insights which I would like to share is provide books to the low-income families, that we can share books to the low-income families, like people who have studied, they can just give back the books to the school, so that anybody who can't buy books, they can just share it with the families who are not able to buy books. Exposing individuals to free resources, all these computer programs and other things, if these can be made collaboratively as a corporate equity, as a corporate entity, so people will be allowed to, only one subscription will be made, or the subscription can be made annually, so that people can make use of these resources which they are used for studying, and building more flex time for reading, and flex time in the sense like wherever the committee is there or the committee setup is there, students can be encouraged and go and study there, so that they can make use of the time and the place as well. State government can develop more and more projects for using resources, as Dr. Salvia was mentioning, making use of the resources, coming up with many projects like this that will really help. Then access to literacy resources and the tutors. So people who are all educated, those who are like us, eminent educationists, and the people who are in this profession can have free sessions to help the students, to help them in the learning support. And these things will definitely help. And also for accessing the digital media. And for that also, we can have a committee set up in your area, that like if a computer is there, if the resource is there, if the internet is being there, so when students go there and study as a collective group, they can make use of the internet which is there for completing their assignments and everything. So equitable, this is under in other words, it's called as equitable funding. Normally it is done for unfunded schools. Even for this committee setup, if you're going to come up with these things, definitely it will help them. So thank you so much. Thank you, the boss of the evening, Dr. Mamta. I'm sorry I took your time.
No, I'm really inspired. I'm among all those people, those who are grounded. Vijay sir, he's talking about practically doing it. Like sir, Srikant sir, he is doing it. Hardeep sir, and how we have come up with an idea of a journal also, and how we are going to empower the students. So you are the true leader who are empowering the young generation, thinking about it. You people are not here just to discuss and have a nice talk only. No, we are planning. I'm really inspired to hear all this, Shrividam. I'm really inspiring. You're not about today. You're talking about the next session also. How only a true leader can talk about that we need to create more leaders. I really appreciate. Nothing I need to add. I am really delighted Yes, we need to appreciate the timing. Everyone is coming here, leaving there. So many, like Vijay sir is there. I think 2000 something messages are waiting for him to check. So you people are there. You are the change leader. I am really blessed. In my own capacity, I'm not that empowered. I'm just a small associate professor. In my own capacity, whatever I'm doing, I'm really delighted to be with such experts. Everyone, I really hold my hand. I really, what should I say? I don't have words to say to be part of this club. It's something beyond my explanation. I'm very thankful, Vijay sir. Vijay Kumar Salvia sir, I'm very thankful to you. You introduced me to this. Thank you. Nothing else I can talk about. Thanks is actually a small word.
Welcome, madam.
So maybe we would conclude. It's almost 8
We would
o'clock as
conclude.
per Indian time.
Yeah. As per
Yeah.
Indian time, it's 8 o'clock. Yeah,
Yes.
thank you. So, Dr. Vijay Kumar Salvia, sir, should we go ahead concluding the session, or would you like to add some more thing?
Dr. Shrikant is there.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Sir, what about your view regarding the ISSN, which we have give a suggestion that we have the International Journal, which is ISSN based, and
Oh, it's great.
we should flow your students and whatever the students we have, so that
Sure, sir.
their project thesis and whatever the idea, the minor reports, major reports, and means whatever they want to do, just we have to start a half page or 1 page from their side, just write what you want to do, then we will publish it.
So, yeah, definitely. We are organizing an international conference in February 23 on sustainability.
Yeah.
So maybe that I will get back to you separately for that. But what majority of the teachers look for, of course, Scopus and SCI index is the next step. But UGC approval could be the step 1.
Yes.
There is a UGC approval system for journals. So if we can go for UGC approval for our journal,
Yes.
which is comparatively step 1 before we go to step 2 of SCI journals. Maybe that then we'll be able to attract the papers from many of them. And then we are also, for our international conference, looking for a UGC approved journal to tie up. We are in talks with few journals. Maybe that we can think of it going together.
We have UGC journals also, SCI Scopus also.
And maybe that, yes, because we have innovation cells, we have entrepreneurship development cell. So the students who have got ideas, presently we are working with 250 students in our institute, a single institute, who have some ideas to go for startups. And as you know, the mortality rate in case of startups and entrepreneurship is quite high. So when we say there are 250 students, I expect that 25 of them will, 10% of them will come up with establishing a company, and then another 10% or 2 or 3 will become a successful entrepreneurs.
Yes, the first, actually our aim first is to preserve their idea, to give the,
Sure.
because if the idea is preserved and if anybody wants to continue after 10 years, because it depends on the every personal situation and their whatever the resources available, and similarly the background and whatever the facilities available to such person.
Yes.
But
Yes.
if you preserve whatever the idea, if somebody have the idea, somebody have the innovative, some creativity, and if they preserve in some ISSN journal, then what happened? It is the copyright, means it preserved.
Copyright.
And
Yes.
nobody can copy. Nobody can copy whatever the idea they have. And they can also fight for another if somebody steal that or somebody stole that, like that.
Exactly.
So,
That's a very great idea, sir, because I have not come across any organization which is thinking in this direction. That once my idea is there, it is, let it be copyrighted. Probably it is a thought I have heard for the first time.
so let's come.
So that's a great idea, sir. It's a great idea. Definitely we'll work on that. So if this kind of platform can be made available to the students community, it will be a great contribution to, I think, innovation and entrepreneurship, sir.
Please try, sir, as on 8th October, we have the award
Okay.
ceremony. Also,
Yeah.
for the Ratna Bharat Amrit Award. So, you please call that person as a guest, special guest on that in between this, we will make some whatever the we can say rough work for that. We can make a generous whatever the in between 15 days collection of all the ideas of the students, and we will make
Right.
some short general, some
Definitely,
work,
definitely. Sure.
put it in front of that. We have that work, and now please proceed how we can collaborate for that. So you please
Sure,
call
sure.
that person as a
Yeah.
special on that 8th of October. Then it
I
will be
will.
highly.
We'll work it out. Yeah, I'll try to contact Dipan Kumar Sahu and we'll try to work it out. Definitely,
Because
sir.
Bless you, my able doctor.
Professor David, you are from where?
I'm from Nigeria.
Nigeria. Okay. So just in 2 minutes, tell me about what you want to say. Anything, something.
Yeah, I appreciate the program. I think it's a good concept. More grace to your elbows. Maybe we need to get information on time before next Zoom so that we can be able to join you from the beginning. To also learn from other experts across the world. God bless you, sir.
Thank you, Professor. Thank you, Professor David. So we will add you in the group, that HCG Core Committee group or HCG India International group, so that you get these informations as and when we just publish them. And also you can just follow us in the Facebook page, or so that you will get these informations about the meetings, and which we keep publishing at least a week before. So definitely it's a pleasure having you for this evening. And definitely we missed you for the session. Hopefully we will not miss you for the next session. Thank you. Thank you.
I appreciate it. You're welcome.
Yes. Dr. Vijay Kumar Salvia, should I sum it up, or would you like to do the final say?
Now, last 2 minutes, if anybody want to say something, they are welcome from audience side.
So from here we have Poonam Goti ma'am, Professor Vasudev, Professor David, Bhagwan Lalji, Hemlatam Rani, Rajesh Kumarji. So any of these people, would you like to share something? Yes, sir.
Okay, now conclude.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. I would like to extend my sincere thanks to everybody who has been part of us with this evening. Dr. Shrikant Kalurji, who is the principal of Adarva College of Engineering. That was excellent having you, sir. Professor Dr. Vasudev Malhotraji, who is a professor of ME, who is a professor at JC Bose University of Science and Technology. And we did have Purushottam Das Mittalji, who is the chairman of Bharat Mata Abhinandan Sangathan. Thank you so much, sir. Dr. Hardeep Singh, senior academician and researcher. Thank you so much. And the boss of the evening, Dr. Mamta Chawla. She was a wonderful host, and it was a real pleasure having you here without wasting much time and without annoying people. Also, she was so kind enough to say that thank you so much. Thank you. It was so wonderful having you. That was really, and with all credits, with due respects to Dr. Vijay Kumar Salvia, who is the captain of the ship, who is leading us for the evening, not only for the evening, but for the whole process. And it was a wonderful launch of the thought today that we have just sown our seed today about the journal, which is going to come up as a international journal. I think we are not going to limit ourselves to the Indian students' contribution, but also to the international students, such that we are able to be in the process. Definitely, we'll have an editorial board for the journal who will be able to develop the concept, who will check for the plagiarism check and everything. Every due thing will be taken care of very credentially, and definitely we'll have the editorial board. And those who want to be a part of this editorial board, you can always opt for it. Dr. Vijay Kumar Salvia is always there to lead us as a very great leader, as we all know, and we are so indebted to him for his thoughtful process. Thank you so much, sir. So before we end up today, we have been talking about resources. And today's the major resource that we are going to capitalize and empower is our student resources, the younger generation, who are the best resource in the world. that we are going to capitalize and take it forward. So the Master of the Universe has given us the liberty to use the resource of the world in a sustainable way for the benefit of all. So on that note, we are going to make use of our students, the best resource of the society, to take it forward from here. These are the changes that we would like to take forward and be the change that we wish to see. So this is the major change that we would like to have being moving forward. And to succeed in HIVE, we have to concentrate on the things which are within our control. Definitely student community is within our control. They are our asset. So we will take their help to take it forward, definitely, and use the full potential to change the world. And if you want to change the world, the change should start from us. So each one of us will contribute to that. So we have sown a thought. There is a beautiful saying which I would like to sum it up here or share with you. Sow a thought, reap an action. Sow a action, reap a habit. Sow a habit, reap a character. Sow a character, reap a destiny. So today's thought of being sown over here is going to reap its destiny in a very, very short time of 8th October. So 8th October, will be launching our journal successfully, and see you all there with all the validatory function and the launch of the journal and talking about the sustainable goals of 13 and 14. What else we need? It's going to be fabulous. And with due respects to Dr. Vijay Kumar Sarvia, I'm sorry, we need to end this session because we've already been there to 15 minutes extra minutes of the session. So thank you so much. Over to Dr. Mamta. It's all yours. Thank you.
Nothing. Is such a darling. I'm sorry, so many eminent speakers are there. Yes, nothing else. I just bow my head to Sri Vidya ma'am. You're such a darling, I must say, and Vijay Kumar sir. Nothing else on this world. Together we can make this world better place. SDGs are good. Thank you for a lovely evening. Please enjoy. I'm really thankful to God that I'm here. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you to one and all. Thank you. Really appreciate your presence. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you to all of you.
Thank you.
डॉक्टर